How are y'all? Hope you're doing great. I have been in prayer this morning, and I really need this devotional this morning. I really need the Lord to speak to me concerning some things, just life, just life. So I'm anxious to see what He has for us today. I've been praying that He will give me a reading, give me His interpretation, give me what He would want me to say, because He understands and knows what everybody's going through. He knows every one of us individually, and He knows each circumstance. And He can take one reading and let it just go out to the masses and mean something different to each and every one of us, and speak to us in the way that He wants to speak to us, to give us the peace that He wants to give us. And that's what I've been praying for this morning, that He will just help me keep this flesh, the flesh that wants to be anxious and worried and just, overthinking and just life, the flesh that wants to just be all over that, and I'm just asking Him to just give me something that I can just, even though I pray and I take it to Him, I take these feelings to Him, and I know scripture and I know how to pray. There's just sometimes we just need to hear that certain something, and we know it when it's God, so that's what I'm praying for. I've prayed for this morning. That's what I'm believing for. So let's just see what He has for us. We are reading from this little book, I've Got to Talk to Somebody, God, by Marjorie Holmes. It's a woman's conversations with God. This is her prayers that she's prayed, and I'm learning that this book was copyrighted in 1968, and it still rings so true even today in 2023. It is just amazing how a book and the prayers that a woman prayed, the things that she was going through in her lifetime, we're still going through in 2023. It's amazing. So let's just open this book. I pray that it's not one that I've read before. Let's see. Okay. It's under the grouping, I've Got to Talk to Somebody, God. And the name of it is, the title of it is The Tree. It's on page 11 and continues on page 12 if you have this book. So let's see what God has for us today. I'm really anxious to see. I will lift up my eyes and gaze into the face of the Lord for help. He who has made the heavens and the earth and all the people on it has power to help me, and I know that He will. He who has made the tree in my backyard, the strong and mighty tree that lived long before I existed and will go on living, no doubt, long after I die. He has made me too. Am I not as dear in His sight as that tree? Isn't my fragile flesh as precious as its rough bark? Aren't my arms which reach out to Him in supplication as significant to Him as the branching arms of that tree? The wind sways the tree, but it holds fast. It bows, but it does not break, as I will hold fast and not be broken by the wind of life now. By the winds of life now. Y'all excuse me, let me get a paper towel. Tell me God don't answer prayers. The roots of the tree go deep, deep into the earth as my heart's roots go deep into the life of my family. He who made the earth itself and the single tree, He will not forsake me. He is the source of survival. He is the source of all power. I claim His strength and His loving help. He is as real and as close as the tree. Wow. God is so good. Y'all, I'm telling you, this touched me so deeply, because I have been praying all morning. I always pray before I do these devotionals, but I was really praying for the devotionals, but praying for myself, because I was like, Lord, I need this devotional as much as others are being blessed by it. I mean, He's blessed me with all of them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. They've all given me, things to think about, and really, I've really been trying to be more grateful and thankful and all of that. They've blessed me so much, and they've made me, I mean, who would have thought he could use a refrigerator and ironing clothes, you know, all of that to really speak to me and get my attention and help me to be thankful. So I've loved all of these. But, you know, there's some days you just need that extra touch, that extra just, you know. And so as I was praying for this devotional this morning, I was just saying, Lord, just please give me something that I can just know you hear me. I know he hears me. But that I can just take with me. And I think you can tell he did. Wow. He who has made the heaven and the earth and all the people on it has the power to help me. And I know that he will. Wow. He is the source of survival. He is the source of all power. And I claim his strength and his loving help. He is as real and as close as the tree. Wow. How true is that? Oh, my Lord, I thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow. I truly hope this has blessed you as much as it has blessed me. I know that he's got us. I know that we can feel like sometimes, where are you, Lord? But he's there, he hears us. And he's all he wants is for us to call out to him. He wants to help us. He wants to be there for us, you know, and I strive so hard to be the person he wants me to be, you know, live the life he wants me to live, share his love, and just, I want others that when I'm out and about, that they can feel the love of God when they talk to me, because that's how close he is to me. I want them, when they come in contact with me, they can feel him and hear him. And I want to be pleasing to the Lord and do everything he wants me to do and ultimately be in his will. And that is why I pray all the time, constantly. I don't just pick him up and put him down when it's convenient. I pray all the time. I'm always talking to the Lord. In fact, there'll be times that James and we're in the car, or I'm in the kitchen doing something and I'm just talking to the Lord, and he'll say, what? And I'm like, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to God. You know, because I just talk to him all the time, because he's right there and he's listening and he's with me. And I thank him for that. I thank him for that constant peace that he gives. Even when the flesh, kind of stirs up and gets anxious and worry, as soon as I realize that's what I'm doing, I do my best to rebuke it. And, you know, because that's not God. God does not give us that, you know. He's love and peace. And so I hope this blessed you today. If it didn't, I'm sorry, but Lord knows it blessed me. And I thank him that we can depend on him. And he will take care of us. Even when we maybe have created our own turmoil, and I don't necessarily mean problems, but I'm just like with our thoughts. Even though we create our own problems just by overthinking sometimes, he is still there and more than ready and able to help us. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. I pray that you're blessed abundantly. I pray that you have peace. I pray that this has blessed you and it's something that you can carry with you and know. It kind of goes back to like the little birds. I mean, he's so aware of when a little bird falls. Well, how much more aware of us is he, you know, than that little bird? He knows the very numbers of hairs on our head. You know, and I shed like a dog. So every time I lose a hair, he's having to change that number because he knows that much about me. Oh, so good. So good. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.